Have you seen it? A crazy good Aldi coupon making the rounds on social media. Here it is, promising you get $75 off of any purchase of $80 or more.
Aldi just told us something they've never told us before. 10 shopping tricks, revealed by Aldi themselves, because they want customers getting more value from every single trip. That alone should tell you what kind of company this is. I've gone through every trick, added the context and practical detail the official announcement left out, built this list in a specific order. Stick around for number 1. It doesn't just change how you shop at Aldi, it changes how much you pay on every trip for the rest of your life. Let's start the countdown. 10. The store layout. Aldi just confirmed something that retail analysts have suspected for years, but that most shoppers have never consciously connected to the price they pay at the register. The deliberately simple, uncluttered, warehouse-adjacent layout of every Aldi store is not a design limitation. It is not evidence of a company that cannot afford better. It is a calculated, intentional cost reduction strategy that translates directly into the prices on every shelf in the building. Traditional grocery stores invest heavily in store design, elaborate displays, atmospheric lighting, themed sections, seasonal decorations that change with every promotional calendar, wide, beautifully arranged specialty sections with handwritten signs and curated product stories. All of that investment costs money, significant money, money that gets recovered through the prices charged to the shoppers walking through those beautiful stores every week. So Aldi confirmed that its stripped-back store design eliminates an entire category of operating cost that traditional competitors carry as a permanent overhead burden. The savings from that eliminated cost category flow directly to shelf prices, rather than to store aesthetics that ultimately serve the retailer more than the customer. Simplicity is the strategy, and the strategy is working entirely in your favor. But the store layout is just the first layer of what Aldi just revealed, because the next trick goes deeper into how Aldi thinks about the products on those simple shelves. Number 9 challenges an assumption that costs people real money every single week. 9. That most Aldi products are made by the same manufacturers as major brands. Aldi just confirmed what industry insiders have known for years, but that most shoppers have never fully internalized. A significant proportion of Aldi's store brand products are manufactured in the same facilities, by the same companies, using the same or comparable recipes as the major brand name products sitting on competitors' shelves at dramatically higher prices. This is not speculation. This is not a rumor that circulates in grocery store communities. This is a confirmed reality of how the private label food manufacturing industry operates. And Aldi leaned into the confirmation, rather than deflecting from it. The reason this happens is straightforward. Major food manufacturers run large production facilities that operate most efficiently at maximum capacity. So when they are not running a brand name production cycle, those facilities take on private label contracts rather than sit idle. Aldi is among the largest and most consistent private label contract customers in the grocery industry globally. For seniors who have been paying brand premiums for decades out of loyalty, habit, or genuine belief that the name on the box reflects something real about the product inside, this confirmation is one of the most financially significant pieces of information in this entire list. That revelation about what is inside the products is powerful. But number 8 is about something that happens before you even touch a product, something that Aldi just revealed about how they decide what goes on the shelves in the first place. 8. Every single Aldi product has to pass a blind taste test. Aldi just revealed the internal quality standard that every product must meet before it earns a place in the store. And the standard is more demanding than most people would expect from a discount grocery chain. Every Aldi store brand product, before it reaches any shelf in any location, must pass a blind taste test in which it is evaluated against the leading brand name competitor in that category. The Aldi product must match or exceed the brand name product in the blind evaluation to proceed towards shelf placement. If it does not match the brand name quality in blind testing, it goes back to the manufacturer for reformulation, rather than being accepted as a close enough alternative. This quality gatekeeping process, which Aldi just confirmed as standard practice across its product development and procurement operation, explains something that longtime Aldi shoppers have noticed but rarely been able to articulate. Aldi products are consistently better than their price suggests they should be. One 67-year-old woman said, knowing that someone at Aldi tasted their product against the name brand before putting it on the shelf and confirmed they were equivalent changes everything about how I approach the store brand. It is not a gamble. It is a tested, confirmed equivalence at a lower price. That is a completely different proposition than just assuming the cheap version is good enough. Every Aldi product earned its shelf. That is the promise the blind taste test confirmation delivers. And it is a promise backed by a rigorous internal process rather than a marketing claim. The blind taste test revelation is about what happens before a product reaches the shelf. But number 7 is about what happens during your shopping trip. Number 7 is one of the most immediately actionable tricks on this entire list. 7. Aldi's twice as nice guarantee. Aldi just clarified and expanded the public understanding of their twice as nice guarantee in a way that significantly increases its practical value for every shopper who understands the full scope of what it covers. Most shoppers know the basic version. If you are not satisfied with an Aldi product, you return it for a full refund and a replacement. And that combination of a refund plus a replacement rather than a refund or a replacement is already exceptional by any retail standard. But what Aldi just revealed is that the guarantee applies more broadly and with fewer procedural barriers than most shoppers have been assuming. You do not need the original packaging. You do not need a receipt in all circumstances, as Aldi can frequently verify purchases through payment card records. You do not need to have used the product only once. You do not need to return most of the product. And the staff are specifically trained not to interrogate customers who make returns under this policy, because the policy is designed to be used rather than avoided. The practical implication for seniors is significant. Every Aldi purchase, every single product carrying an Aldi store brand label, was effectively a zero-risk purchase. If it disappoints, you get your money back and you get to try again for free. The financial risk of trying something new at Aldi is essentially eliminated by a guarantee that exists specifically to be used without hesitation or guilt. Aileen from Tennessee said, "I had no idea the policy was that broad. I thought you needed the box and the receipt and most of the products still in it. Knowing that I can return something I genuinely did not like without all of that makes me willing to try things I would have passed over before. And trying new things at Aldi has led me to some of the best products I have ever found at any grocery store." The guarantee revelation changes how confidently you can shop, but number 6 is going to make you pay attention to something you have been walking past for years. This is a trick that could save you money starting this Wednesday. 6. The Markdown section. Aldi just confirmed that every single store location maintains a markdown section containing products at significantly reduced prices. And the revelation that surprised people most was not that the section exists, but where it tends to be located and how little attention the average shopper pays to it. The markdown section in most Aldi locations is positioned near the store entrance or along a perimeter wall, away from the main product flow of the middle aisle and the standard grocery shelving. It contains products approaching their sell-by date that are perfectly safe and edible, items with minor cosmetic damage to packaging that does not affect the product inside, and overstocked seasonal items that Aldi needs to clear before rotating to a new cycle. For those who shop on fixed budgets and who are always looking for the most value per dollar spent, checking the markdown section at the beginning of every Aldi visit before doing anything else is a habit that consistently generates savings without any sacrifice of quality. One 82-year-old woman said, "I discovered the markdown section at my Aldi by accident, and now it is the first place I go every single time. Some weeks there's nothing remarkable. Some weeks I find things I was going to pay full price for at half the cost. Check the markdown section first, every visit, without exception." The habit costs nothing and saves meaningfully on a regular basis. Now, number 5 is the trick that Aldi revealed about their find section that the most dedicated Aldi fans in the world did not already know. Number 5 is next. 5. Aldi Finds follow a calendar. Aldi just officially confirmed what the most experienced Aldi shoppers have been quietly using to their advantage for years. The Aldi Finds rotation follows a predictable seasonal and annual calendar that can be learned, anticipated, and planned around rather than experienced as a series of weekly surprises. The confirmation came with more specificity than the Aldi community had previously been able to verify independently. Exercise and fitness equipment appears in the Finds rotation in January and again in September, tracking the 2 major fitness intention periods of the year. See kitchen appliances and cookware peak in October and November, ahead of holiday cooking season. Garden and outdoor items arrive in February and March and peak through April. Home comfort items, including heating products, throws, and wellness accessories appear in October and remain available through November. And major home goods, including furniture, storage solutions, and bedroom items, appear most commonly in late summer and early autumn. For seniors who use the Find section for major household and wellness purchases, but who have been frustrated by missing specific items, the calendar confirmation transforms the Find section from a lottery into a planning exercise. Learn the calendar, mark the windows, show up at the right time. The Find section rewards the prepared shopper with extraordinary value and disappoints the unprepared shopper with an empty shelf. Number 5 revealed the secret timing of the Find section. But number 4 is about something that happens at the very end of your shopping trip, at a moment when most seniors are tired, ready to leave, and least attentive to what is happening around them. 4. Watching the register screen during checkout. Aldi just re-emphasized and officially confirmed a policy that most shoppers either do not know, exists, or have known about theoretically, but have never actually used in practice. If any item scans at a higher price than the shelf tag, that item is yours at no charge. Not a price correction to the shelf tag price, not an apology and an adjustment. The item is free. So then the revelation that accompanied this confirmation was the data behind how often scanning errors actually occur. Sale items that begin on Wednesday sometimes fail to update in the register system until later in the day. Shelf tags placed during a product rotation occasionally get misaligned with the wrong product. Price changes that take effect at the start of a new weekly cycle do not always synchronize across all systems simultaneously. The result is that scanning discrepancies occur frequently enough that attentive shoppers who watch the register screen consistently report receiving free items on a regular basis. One item per month is a conservative estimate from veteran Aldi shoppers who track these things carefully. Over a full year of weekly shopping, meaning that represents 12 free items that an inattentive shopper paid full price for because they were not watching the screen. When a discrepancy appears, pointing it out calmly and immediately is all that is required. The cashier verifies the shelf tag. The item is confirmed as a scanning error, and the item is provided at no charge. One of our subscribers had this to say: "I started watching the register screen on every shopping trip after learning about this policy. In the first 3 months, I caught 4 scanning errors, 4 items that cost me nothing when I would have paid full price without knowing. That is real money recovered from what would otherwise have been a genuine overcharge. The register is not always right. Knowing that is worth real money. Watch the screen. Know your prices. Let Aldi's own policy work in your favor every single time an error occurs." 3 tricks remain, and the next one is something Aldi just revealed about the quarter cart system that goes considerably deeper than the surface level explanation most shoppers have been given. 3. The quarter cart system. Aldi just put a number on something that shoppers have understood conceptually but never seen quantified. The quarter cart deposit system, the feature that requires shoppers to insert a quarter to unlock a shopping cart and return the cart to recover the quarter, saves the average regular Aldi shopper hundreds of dollars per year in pricing that would otherwise be necessary to cover the labor costs the system eliminates. Confirmation came with the underlying math explained more explicitly than Aldi had previously disclosed publicly. Traditional grocery stores employ cart collection staff whose sole function is retrieving abandoned carts from parking lots, returning them to the store entrance, and maintaining the cart availability that shoppers expect. The labor cost for this function across a large traditional grocery store is substantial on a weekly basis and accumulates into a significant annual operating expense that must be recovered through product pricing. The revealed figure that surprised people most was the scale of the annual saving per shopper. When the eliminated labor cost is divided across the customer base and expressed as a per customer pricing impact, the average regular Aldi shopper benefits from prices that are meaningfully lower per year, specifically because of the cart deposit system. That is hundreds of dollars of pricing that would otherwise need to exist embedded invisibly in the shelf prices of every item in the store. The quarter is not an inconvenience. It is a pricing mechanism that works entirely in your favor. Bring one every single trip and appreciate what it is actually doing for your annual grocery budget. 2 tricks remain on this list, and number 2 is the revelation that generated the most conversation when Aldi released it, because it addresses a question that seniors specifically ask more often than any other demographic. 2. Aldi's limited selection hack. Aldi just revealed the full strategic logic behind one of the features of their store that new shoppers most commonly complain about, and that experienced shoppers have quietly recognized as one of the store's greatest advantages: the deliberately and aggressively limited product selection. Where a traditional grocery store carries 30,000 to 50,000 individual product options across all categories, Aldi carries approximately 1,400. That number is not an accident, a limitation, or a compromise. It is the most powerful operational cost reduction tool in the entire Aldi business model, and Aldi just explained why in more detail than they have previously disclosed publicly. When a store carries 1,400 products instead of 50,000, how would the buying power concentrated on each of those 1,400 products is extraordinary. Aldi negotiates from a position of enormous volume commitment every single item in the store. The manufacturer who wants their product in Aldi's 1,400 knows they are accessing a channel that will move that product at volume unlike almost any comparable retail arrangement. In exchange, they offer pricing that reflects that volume commitment, and that pricing gets passed to the shopper on the shelf tag. The limited selection also eliminates the enormous cost of managing a 50,000 item inventory. Less warehouse space, less stock management complexity, less waste from slow-moving items, less expiration risk. Every one of those eliminated costs translates directly into lower prices on the items that remain. Aldi further revealed that the 1,400 items in the store are not chosen randomly or conservatively. They are the highest selling, most consistently demanded items in each category, meaning that Aldi's selection covers the vast majority of what any home cook needs for any standard weekly shop, despite containing fewer than 3% of the items a traditional grocery store carries. For seniors who have felt limited by Aldi's selection, this revelation reframes the experience. The limitation is not a restriction being imposed on you. It is a strategic choice being made for you that results in every item in the store being priced more aggressively than it could be if the selection were broader. One 76-year-old man said, "I used to wish Aldi had more variety. After understanding why the limited selection exists and what it does for the prices of everything they do carry, I stopped wishing for more options. 1,400 well-chosen, aggressively priced items serve my weekly cooking needs completely, and every item is priced the way it is because there are only 1,400 of them. The limited selection is not a disadvantage. It is the engine of every price advantage in the store." Understanding that changes how you experience every Aldi shopping trip permanently. And now, number 1, the trick that Aldi revealed most quietly, and the one with the most direct and immediate financial impact on seniors who apply it. Number 1 is the revelation that makes everything else on this list work harder for you. Here it is. 1. Shopping on Wednesday morning. Aldi just officially confirmed something that veteran shoppers have quietly known for years, but that most seniors who shop Aldi regularly have never been told directly. Wednesday morning, specifically the first 2 hours after the store opens, is the single best time to shop at Aldi across every measurable dimension, and the advantages of that specific window are more numerous and more significant than most shoppers have ever realized. Here's everything Aldi just confirmed about Wednesday morning shopping, laid out in a sequence that makes the full impact impossible to ignore. The weekly ad cycle runs from Wednesday through Tuesday. New deals activate at opening on Wednesday. Every sale price, every promotional item, every specially priced product in the weekly circular is at its freshest and most fully stocked on Wednesday morning. By Thursday, popular sale items begin selling through. By Friday, the best deals are frequently gone. By Saturday and Sunday, when the majority of shoppers do their grocery shopping, the weekly ad is in its final days, and the most sought-after promotional items are absent from shelves that show only what slower-moving products remain. New Aldi Finds arrive on Wednesday morning. The middle aisle is fully stocked with the new weekly rotation at opening on Wednesday and at no other time in the week. The finds that sell out within hours, the appliances, the wellness items, the seasonal specials that generate excitement in the Aldi community are available in full quantity only at the start of the Wednesday window. The shopping Saturday means shopping the leftovers that the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday shoppers did not want. Fresh produce reaches its weekly peak condition on Wednesday. Aldi receives major produce deliveries timed to the Wednesday opening, meaning the berries are at their brightest, the avocados are at the right ripeness stage, the salad greens are at their crispest, and the stone fruit is at its most appealing on Wednesday morning specifically. By the weekend, produce has been handled by days of shoppers and has spent additional days in ambient store conditions that progressively diminish quality. The store is quietest on Wednesday morning. Most people are at work or otherwise occupied during weekday morning hours. The aisles are navigable without the crowding that weekend shopping produces. The checkout lines are short. The parking is easy. For seniors who find the physical demands of grocery shopping in a crowded store genuinely challenging, the Wednesday morning environment is meaningfully more comfortable and less stressful than any other shopping window in the week. The first Wednesday of each month carries additional significance that Aldi just confirmed. Major product rotations, new permanent additions to the product lineup, and the most significant finds drops of any given month tend to be timed to the first Wednesday. Seniors who can only make one Aldi trip per month should make it the first Wednesday without exception. Adam from New Jersey said, "I spent 3 years shopping Aldi on Saturdays and wondering why I could never find the things I had seen in the weekly ad. One Wednesday morning trip showed me everything I had been missing." The store on Wednesday morning is the store Aldi intends you to shop at. The store on Saturday afternoon is what is left after everyone else has already been. Set the alarm, plan the trip, get to your Aldi store within the first 2 hours of opening on Wednesday morning. The fresh produce, the complete find selection, the full weekly sale inventory, the quiet aisles, the short checkout lines. All of it combines into a shopping experience that is more productive, more satisfying, more complete, and more financially rewarding than any other time you could choose to walk through those doors. Wednesday morning is not just a better time to shop at Aldi. It is, according to Aldi's own confirmation, the time the entire store is designed and restocked to serve. Every other shopping window is a variation on what remains after Wednesday morning shoppers have had first access to everything Aldi intended to offer that week. That is the complete Aldi shopping system, as Aldi itself just revealed it. And for seniors who apply every element of that system starting with their very next trip, the financial and experiential difference will be immediate, measurable, and permanent. Hit that like button right now if this changed how you are going to shop at Aldi starting this Wednesday. Subscribe so you never miss another one of these insider strategy videos. Check out the video on screen right now. We are breaking down more Aldi shopping strategies, and you will not want to miss a single one.